And Kenny Callender's tip for Sydney Race 6 is number 11, Active Market. In Sheffield Shield cricket,
we're coming to the Western Toyota Hobartville Stakes, a time-honoured race conducted by the Australian Jockey Club at Warwick Farm, and traditionally it's regarded as the first stepping stone through to the Derby. The Hobartville, the Canterbury Guineas, the Rosehill Guineas, and then the time-honoured AJC Derby. When acceptances came out on Thursday, Twiglet stood out like a cocktail bar in the Sahara. She looked very well placed in the race, particularly from barrier 5, because you knew she was going to get a nice run on the fence right behind the leaders. But Ken, the way racing is at Warwick Farm today, that might not be such a good thing after all.
No, John, bookies were prepared to gamble against Twiglet. I thought she may have been as short as 6-4, but I saw 5-2 on their boards before one of Australia's biggest punters stepped in. He obviously thinks she can overcome the track bias from her inside alley. Let's look at all the prices as they're showing now on the TAB in New South Wales. Number 1, Pagan Jest, a little bit better than 16-1. Number 2, Somalia, who went good at Hawkesbury during the week, between 5-1 and 5.5-1. Pre-recorders a 12-1 chance. Shinvari at 66-0-1. Number 5, Jacuzzi, getting out in the market now to about 10-1. Stradmore out to about 7s. Shane Dye already ridden a couple of winners today at Warwick Farm. He knows how to play this track, and I think he'll give Stradmore every chance. Number 7, Montessori Lad, is one of the roughies, getting out now to about 80-1. 100-1 Summer Fun. Pharaoh from the TJ Smith stable, round about 12-1, 50-1 Hilltop Lad. I've had something on Active Market, but the way the track is certainly against him. He's a 12-1 chance. He'll be near the lead early. It's a matter of whether he can hang on. He's got a good jockey in John Marshall. Lanola is at 60-1, Dodecanese at 66, Time Lord at 66, 200 Devotee, Hong Kong Friend, a stablemate of his, at 100-1, 100 Bletching Way, 50-1 Audible. Twiglet on the tote, I'll just double check. She's showing $3.10, so she's showing close enough to 2-1, and All Mine, she's firmed a fraction into about 14-1. They're the tote prices on the Hobartville Stakes. We're going to have horses right across the track, but the man who'll call them right, Johnny Tapp.
Well, I'll do my level best, Ken. Thank you. It's the Western Toyota Hobartville, a time-honoured race. Not too many fillies have won this over the years by the same token, and we have only 2 fillies in this big field, namely Twiglet and All Mine, and they're drawn alongside one another in the starting stalls, All Mine in 4 and Twiglet in 5. Just having a quick look at past results, and I think we've got to go back to 1978 to find the last filly to win this race, namely Carpalaran, at a quick glance. And before that it was Fairy Walk, and she went on to actually she won a golden slipper the previous season, Fairy Walk. Now they're about right. Time Lord and Dodecanese moving up towards the outside of the field, and the starter Bill Cooper is on his way across to the rostrum now. They look to be about set. Pharaoh drawn right off the track. Hong Kong Friend and Bletching Way stands well. So does Twiglet, Pagan Jest and Devotee. Summer Fun stands up squarely, and there's the light flashing on top of the stalls. Shinvari is well behaved, but the gates open, they're off and running, and Twiglet near the inside is one of the first out. Wider out Pharaoh began very quickly. Lanola being hard ridden out of the gate, followed by Bletching Way. Audible is in a prominent spot, and Active Market striding through to join those leaders, followed closely then by Summer Fun, and then Pre-Record and Shinvari, followed by Devotee. All Miners midfield near the fence, and then Montessori Lad. Stradmore can't go with them early. A long way back, Hong Kong Friend, a gap then to Pre-Record, followed by Somalia, Dodecanese, and back last is Time Lord. To the 800 mark in the Hobartville, and Summer Fun just led Pharaoh. A length away, Jacuzzi third, followed by Active Market, out deep Lanola, and then Twiglet, followed by Pagan Jest, who's very wide. On the fence, Devotee, and behind those Pre-Record and Bletching Way. All Mine being hard ridden at the 600 mark. A gap then to Stradmore, followed by Somalia, Hong Kong Friend, well back Hilltop Lad, Montessori Lad, then Shinvari and Audible, Dodecanese and Time Lord, where Pharaoh shot clear coming to the turn. Into the straight, and Pharaoh straightened up about 2 lengths on Active Market under heavy pressure. Twiglet has now been taken out towards the middle of the track by Gavin Duffy, followed by Pre-Record, and then Summer Fun and Somalia. The filly Twiglet has raced up now to grab Pharaoh. Somalia down the outside with Pre-Record. Twiglet, Pharaoh, Pre-Record, Somalia. A big finish in the Hobartville. Pre-Record hit the lead in the shadows of the post, and Pre-Record wins the Hobartville. Pre-record beats Somalia, flashing down the outside. Dodecanese will be third. Close up, Twiglet, Stradmore, a good run, and then Pharaoh, followed by All Mine, Hilltop Lad, Shinvari. From Time Lord, Hong Kong Friend, Active Market, Audible. Well back, Pagan Jest and Bletching Way, followed by Montessori Lad, Lanola, and then Devotee and Summer Fun, and last of all, Jacuzzi in the Western Toyota Hobartville Stakes for 91. Pre-record, Troy Phillips has won the Hobartville in a punishing finish. Dodecanese, the surprise run in the race, rocketing down the outside, looks to have run third at long odds, but pre-record to pay $12 and $3.70. $12 and $3.70. Somalia, $2.50, and Dodecanese, number 13, a place dividend of $12. Ken.
Yes, John, well, it's a big day for Brian Mayfield-Smith. La Rosette winning the previous race, and now the big one of the day with pre-record. Twiglet in the blue cap, just getting to the leader. Now already pre-record claims a pre-record in the blinkers. Outside of him in the cerise colours, a light pink colour is Somalia. Somalia just faded on his run. Pre-record went to the line better, beat Somalia, and as John said, the horse flashing up for third was the Canberra galloper Dodecanese. But all honours with the winner pre-record, and it's good to see young Troy Phillips ride the winner of such a big race. There's the winner in centre screen, pre-record returning to scale with Troy Phillips up. And that was the story of the Hobartville Stakes of 1991. But don't leave your chair, don't go away, because after this break we'll be back with more action on the wide world of sports.
Let's check the results and New South Wales TAB dividends for Sydney Race 6, the Western Toyota Hobartville Stakes over 1,400 metres. The correct numbers 3, 2 and 13. First pre-record $12.10 and $3.70. Second Somalia at $2.50, and third number 13 Dodecanese paying $12.90.